There's your crab and a couple of rocks.
Where'd the fish go?
I don't know. Grew up fishing here. Seemed like we were closed up here for a long time. We've been closed for Chinook for 40 years, so don't really get to come here and fish except for when there's a coho or a pink run now. The thought at the time was, if we close it down and we don't fish for 4 years, the fish will come back because we'll let them get more fish into the river. And well, we're 40 plus years later and we haven't seen those fish show up yet. So harvest isn't exactly the whole answer, is what I kind of take away from that. Is there's a lot of other factors that we have to do and manage our harvest all at the same time. The salmon, they're struggling. And we have to continue that fight because we need to be that voice for the salmon. Our goal is to preserve and protect these salmon resources. Preserve that for future generations.
Salmon recovery has a long storied history, and there's been lots of challenges that have faced these fish. There's so many people moving to this area. We've been degrading habitat. We've been cutting off these important habitats for fish for so long that their populations have plummeted. If you cut off their food supply, if you cut off the places they need to go to hide when there's high flows, we're really worried about potentially extinction of some of these species. One of the things that Tulalip Tribes specifically has really focused on is fish passage barrier removal. We build roads, and when we build roads, we put in these small culverts that are sometimes perched above where the habitat is so they can't get above those culverts. And when that happens, we cut off a whole variety of habitats upstream. So what we're trying to do is connect those places so that they can live their full life cycle and really thrive.
Right now, we're down on the lower Pilchuck River working on Sexton Creek project. This is the size culvert that we used to have that whole Sexton Creek used to flow through. And this culvert, while it seems large, would never be able to handle the amount of water that is needed within Sexton Creek and allow fish passage. And so we really want to increase the culvert sizes that we have to allow for those fish to get upstream. So what we're seeing here is the stream being formed here. We got wood, we have gravels, everything that fish need, especially those little juvenile fish.
For salmon, the small streams are just as important as the large rivers. A lot of times, the real important life stage is those little tiny baby salmon, and they live in all different types of streams. It's the off-channel habitat, the side channels in the floodplain, and those little upstream tributaries. They all provide vital habitat for salmon, and without all of those habitats, salmon won't survive.
What they're not used to is having to go through a tiny pipe underneath a highway. They are used to big trees coming through. They are used to finding little eddies and little places to hide during big floods. Actually, that's how they thrive.
Sexton Road, we were going to do individually, but because of Tulalip Tribe, they had much more influence and connections with WSDOT. They had those connections we just don't have. And together with WSDOT, we can take on a long segment of stream that way, correct all the barriers, and improve the habitat there. It makes a very strong collaboration.
Where the Tulalip Tribes have often prioritized work is in the North Puget Sound region. So this is a broad area, but there are thousands and thousands of fish passage barriers within this area. Over the last few years, we've gotten around $30 million from grant funds, and we've prioritized a little over 50 culverts with our partners to try to deal with over the next few years.
These habitats are crucial to maintain this salmon resource for the future generations.
This is a big problem. We have a lot of infrastructure around here. We have a lot of streams, and a lot of these are owned by all different kinds of entities, from private landowners, which is really the majority of them, through public entities. And so we have to work with so many people in so many places to be able to functionally improve the habitat that we need to do. But we're really working at it.
So we're out here in middle of Snohomish County, and this is an unnamed tributary to Lake Beecher. This will be a 30-foot bridge with a bigger opening, obviously, than the culvert. So provide a lot of capacity for water to flow during storm events, but also provide a good passage for salmon. This project is conducted on private land. There's an upstream landowner and a downstream landowner that own the bridge.
Well, we started looking into what it would take to replace that culvert because we knew it was going to end up failing eventually. And we ended up getting a hold of Tulalip Tribes. And for this project to take place and get completed is just a huge relief. It's all about making sure that we're preserving the fish, making sure that the stream is preserved. And then we ended up finding out that we didn't have to pay anything, and it was just amazing.
These are important cultural resources that the tribes care about so much. They're willing to come in and help restore habitats that were destroyed by other people. Salmon are iconic to Washington. They're iconic to the region. They're important food for orcas. These are things that are important to everyone here, not just tribes. And it's great to be a part of that, and it's really impressive to see the tribe and their leadership be willing to put so much effort into something like this.
I didn't even know there was a creek here before.
I know, right? I think we expect some coho to be coming in here in the next couple weeks.
And hopefully we can recuperate all the damage that's happened over the last century, you know, with this road and the impacts that's happened for it. But also, this is going to be here for the next century. Projects like this and the returning fish that they provides that opportunity for, you know, myself, my family, our people to go out and harvest out there on the saltwater and in the river here. It's going to take projects like this all across the watershed to get to what historically this river has been able to produce.
Oh, there he is, got the jumper. Oh, yeah, there they are, sleepers. Okay, let her up.
As a fisherman, you can't just go, I didn't catch anything, I'm going home. It's that perseverance to not give up, because you never know, that next one could be the big set. Our role is to make sure that the future generation has at least the same amount of opportunity that I have now, and if not better opportunity, you know. And that's where I think these improvements that have been made in fish passage has been instrumental in opening up all that habitat.
We are making progress, and I really do believe that we're heading in the positive direction to see salmon recovery that will benefit the tribes and the entire population of this region.
We are the lead agency in the state here that is truly looking at salmon recovery. The tribes aren't going away. The tribes are going to be here forever, and we have to continue to protect our area, protect those salmon resources, and protect the tribes' treaty right.